Hi guys, today I wanted to share my powder room with you and show you everything that we have done in here and do a before and after. I've been trying to do before and after videos of the rooms as I complete them. So if you watched my home renovation videos, you may remember what this bathroom looked like before. This is some footage from one of my home renovation vlogs, but I wanted to show you what the powder room looked like before. So on the floor you can see we had white tile and it had really dirty grout when we bought the house. And then this older countertop with the sink all the way to one side, which is a little odd. The countertop did have a chip out of it as well. And then just the standard mirror. We did end up keeping the light fixture and the towel holder. And then we had this older cabinet here. We weren't sure that we were going to completely gut this room because we were doing so much work on the house and so many renovations. But what happened is we ended up getting kitchen cabinets on Craigslist, and I have shown those many times in videos. And the same person selling the kitchen cabinets was also selling this granite with the sink and the faucet and the cabinets. So it was kind of meant to be. I love this granite, and it already had the sink and the faucet and everything attached to it. We just had to have the granite cut down a little bit, and because we were having new granite installed in the kitchen, it ended up, being something that they could do, and it wasn't very much extra to have that done. So it worked out perfectly. The cabinets were in really great shape, and they came with the hardware as well. So that worked out really nicely so that we could just completely get a new vanity and everything. I didn't like the one that was in here before, but we thought maybe we could paint it and spruce it up. And if you saw the before pictures, you'll be happy for me that we got to get a new one. We also tore out the floor in here and just continued the hardwood floors into this room as well. We had white tile floor in here before with really dirty grout, so it was nice to just put the nice hardwood floor in here. And we have maple real wood flooring. I've been asked about that many times. The wall color is the same as what we have in the main area of our home. It's Benjamin Moore Gray Owl. I love this color gray. It's just a really nice gray. It isn't too light, it isn't too dark, and it doesn't really seem to show a lot of blue undertones like a lot of grays do, so I really like it. If you do happen to use it, I know a lot of you guys have asked me about the paint color, and some of you have painted areas in your home this color. I would suggest always doing a swatch on your wall just to make sure you like it, because all lighting is different, but it seems to be a really great gray color without any strange undertones. We tried a lot of different grays. So let me go ahead and start over here. We already had the light fixtures, sorry for the glare. That's one thing that actually stayed, but the light fixtures in our home all match, so we didn't really want to change those out. Plus they're still nice and modern. They still sell these same ones at Low, so there really wasn't any point in switching those out. The mirror I got from Home Goods. If you watched my home renovation videos, you might remember that we painted a mirror and tried to put it up. It just didn't look right. It was just, I don't know, not the right size or something. So I did get this one from Home Goods. It's a really nice mirror like that. And then I'll start over here on the counters. I mentioned before, this might seem weird, but I mentioned before that I love colored glass, and I have a little story which might sound really dorky, but I'll share it anyway. I've shared it a couple times. When I was a little girl, around the block from our house, there was someone who had all this colored glass in their cement, and I would ride my bike around just so that I could look at that colored glass. So I've liked it ever since. I just think it's so beautiful. So since we have a lot of blue in our home, and I wanted everything to kind of coordinate since this is right outside the living room and everything, I got some blue glass vases. I got these a couple different places like Home Goods and Marshall's, TJ Maxx. They kind of sell all of the same thing. So I have this larger one and this one. And then I just put some sticks in there, and they're nice and tall because we do have really high ceilings in our home, so I thought that by adding the sticks it would just kind of fill in that area really nicely without being too much, since it's just a powder room countertop. So I have some over there on that side as well. And then in front of the glass jars I have some seashells, and what's really neat, my grandmother lives in Florida and she would go out early and find the best seashells and sand dollars and things. So she gave me these a while ago, but they are beautiful sand dollars and they're in perfect shape, which is so hard to find on the beach if you've ever looked for these. And she gave me these, and I'll show you a few other things that she gave me. And then this and this are from North Carolina. When we went on vacation, we got these. Now, I didn't find them on the beach. I did buy them, but they're still little souvenirs from our trip. Over here, I have this really pretty coral, and it's on an acrylic little stand there. I did get this at Home Goods. None of us found this anywhere. We live in Michigan, in case you didn't know, so going to the beach and finding things like that doesn't really happen. I just have a blue hand towel. I think I got that at Home Goods, and I have a couple of them that I keep in this drawer here, so we can just switch those out. On the wall, I wanted something that you could see when you walked by, so I was looking for the right size, something that you could see when you had the door open, but something where you didn't see just part of it, if that makes sense. So I didn't want anything really big that, you know, you just saw one edge of it. Hopefully that makes sense. I probably didn't explain it very well. But I had in my mind before I saw these pictures that it would be really pretty if I could get blue coral. And I saw this picture at Home Goods, and I've seen a lot of pictures, but they didn't have the right frame, or they would have just something that wasn't really my style. So I saw this one at Home Goods and I loved it. It was the right colors, the right color frame, the right size and everything. And I thought, if they have another one like this in a different print, but you know, they kind of go together, that would be perfect. And I looked behind it and there was, so it was just something meant to be. And I love finding things like that, you know, when you have something in mind that you want and then you find it, it's a really cool thing. I did get these a while ago, so you guys may have seen them on my wall or in a haul, but I just love them. So this one here to the right is right across from the toilet. And then I have another colored glass vase down there just to fill in that corner a little bit without it being, you know, too big and bulky or too much. And then I just put some sticks that I already had from our old house. And then we just have, you know, normal toilet, toilet paper holder. I do keep a toilet bowl brush in all of the bathrooms. I think that's a good thing to have, just a little tip. And then I got this coral picture here from Home Goods, I believe. And I just thought it looked nice above the toilet. It's the perfect size and it complements the other two. And then on the toilet I have two more seashells that my grandmother found on the beach. I think these are so pretty. They look like something you would buy at the store, but my grandma found them. I have a couple other ones that I just didn't have this spot for without it looking, you know, too cluttered. But I was kind of thinking that maybe next time when we do our family vacation, I'll get some of the sand from the beach and some of the seashells and maybe add that on there in like a little jar or something. So that was just kind of what I was thinking. And then we just have these cabinets above the toilet. These cabinets came with the whole set that we got off of Craigslist, and they happen to fit in there perfectly, which was nice. I'm sure it's just the standard size, but I was really happy with our find. I forgot to share the soap dispenser. I really love this clear acrylic soap dispenser. I got this at Home Goods. You can find these pretty much anytime you go to Home Goods or Marshall's. They have different shapes and everything, but I just think it looks really pretty with the clear soap in there. So that is our completed powder room. I just love the way it turned out. Like I said, it's just simple and elegant, and I think it's a really beautiful powder room. Thank you so much for watching, guys.